Howdy and aloha. Welcome to my talk. The earth and you are ohana. We hope you stay and talk.
Howdy and aloha, everybody. It's James with Montauk. It is August the 18th, 2023. Maui, my hope goes out to you. Um, it it really appears just that there are people out there that have become compromised over time. Um, and that happens a lot in politics. I mean, the people that put money into your campaigns are the people that usually get the legislation that they want because of things like Citizens United and McCutcheon versus the FEC. And then we have the influence of about 189 billionaires out there tagging along with the World Economic Forum and the World Health Organization and Chatham House and Council on Foreign Relations and the Bilderberg and all this other crap, G20. Yeah, it's just gotten real bad. And from what I can see, it's just because I had to step back. The last video I did, I was showing these guys, right? The Maui Emergency Management Administration defense decision not to sound the sirens, and the guy said, "Well, I don't feel like it was a bad decision." Then all of a sudden he resigns on health conditions, quote unquote health conditions. Right? But what got me ticked off is I think let me just tell you again who these people are. There's this amazing hand language person in front of us. I always love those people, by the way. I think they're the greatest. Um, Behind this guy, I don't know his name, but he was in charge of sounding the alarm. That was his job. That's all your job is. It's just to sound the alarm. You know, when the fucking when the enemy comes over the hill, all you have to do is light this torch and burn this cauldron that'll signal to other cauldrons. I think you've seen that in like The Hobbit or whatever. This King of the Sword of the Lord of the World, Lord of the Kings. Just whatever. There's somebody out there, blow the horn, boo, 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 something is wrong. We need to alert. It just seems at this point, if you knew you were in the right, and if you knew you were doing what is the absolute correct thing in such a vital and important, uh, an emergency, during an emergency, right? Somebody's having a heart attack or somebody breaks a limb or something like that. You're not going to sit there and go, well, let's wait for the text message to go out. No, we'll wait for the news to go out. Right? No, something stopped him. This guy right here, I don't know what it was or who told him, but somebody told him, don't do it. I don't believe it was him, like I said in the last video. But the thing that got me the most and is when the press, and they suck at asking questions, because they didn't say to this guy, so it was you and you alone. Are you trying to tell us, and this is the backup question, because there always should be at least one, two, maybe three backup questions in regards to every response. You don't fucking see that. You don't hear that. They don't do it. The mainstream media is just media. It's just theater. It's just theater. Theater. It's just watching fucking SNL up there It's just watching some performance. Just a fucking play. It's just it's a commercial. It's just a commercial because there's no real journalists left. There's a few. The last great journalist that actually is being incarcerated for being a great journalist is Julian Assange. Everybody know if you have an inclination, a clue, or maybe you have just a tiny speck of clarity and courage and fortitude, morals, ethics, grounded folkways and all this stuff, then you might just think that having somebody that was exposing our own military that they were committing crimes against humanity, right, and others within NATO and the UN and all these other fucks, was just throwing out information, data, just putting out factual information. And these guys they didn't want that. So I don't think these guys asked this gentleman, or Pond, from my perspective, asked him, you know, so it was, here's the follow-up question. So did you make the decision? Yes, I made the decision. So nobody at all in a text message, email, phone call, word of mouth, face to face, told you to not, or to stop, or to not do it? Nobody. Is that what you're saying? No other person. And then you'd probably get a no comment. At that point, he'd probably be pinned in a corner and you get a no comment. But what got me about this piece of theater here is, I don't know who the two people in the back are, just generals, probably military, obviously, the guy on the far left, right? And then the next guy to him, some, I don't know, governmental person. I'm not quite sure who he is. But that guy on the left is probably their like Homeland Security or something like that, and then probably, and then there's the American flag, and then there's, Big Brother Richard Bissen or Bissen, I'm not sure how you pronounce his name, who was the mayor of Maui during this, and then the governor of the state of Hawaii is Josh Green right there. And then this guy over here, which is really, really strange, odd, and very coincidental, was a commander in 2017 when the Mandalay Bay sniper was shooting people in a crowd of country music singers. There was a performance. You guys remember that? Look it up. But he's there. That's very odd that the same guy is here, right? I should probably get this guy's name who's talking, but the thing that got me is these people are asking questions and they deserve answers. I don't care if these guys have to stand up there for fucking a week straight, because the shit that just happened to thousands of people, and there's about 12,000 citizens of Lahaina. I thought it was like 9, but that was a long time ago. But there's about 12,000 citizens of Lahaina and the surrounding areas, right? And what is odd to me is that a journalist was asking questions, and then you're going to watch this guy, and let me just tell you, I'll tell you who he is in a second, but what's interesting is how he came to his defense. When these people, like I'm saying, the only thing that they should be fucking doing is just listening and answering questions. I don't care if it took 5 hours, 20 hours. Yeah, they turned off the power, and they turned off the water. That's just really weird. Hey, Snort. But let's listen to, I want to hear the question. Hold on.
And as we know, so many bodies were found in the ground to escape. Red not sounding the silence.
I can barely hear this.
I do not. And the reason why, and
So many people said they could have been saved if they had time to escape. Had a siren gone off, they would have known that there was a crisis emerging, and as we know, so many bodies were found in the ground.
Watch his demeanor, the guy in the back. Now all this journalist or whatever, MSCBS, he's asking questions, and watch this guy, what he does.
Do you want him to give you the answer, or do you want to give? Well, then let him finish. Let him finish his answer.
Sorry,
Yeah, he's like, okay. He's saying, let him finish his answer. He's not done with his question. There's more. Maybe he might have 1, 2, maybe 3 different, which hopefully these people, at least these people, could at least handle that kind of question. Because sometimes you'll get a question within a question within a question. It's just part of, because you lay it out so that you're covering several stones or killing several birds with one stone. That's all this journalist is doing. And this guy comes out, big fucking local boy, like he's gonna fucking, I get it, he's protecting his own, but right now, bro, just sit back. You just need to sit back, Richard. You just need to sit back, and you need to be as honest and as truthful as possible. That is an offensive defensive move, what he did. It's like he's who should we be answering? Questioning. Richard, should we be questioning you instead of him? Because it really seems like you're protecting him so he won't give you a particular answer. I mean, is it just me? Because coming to somebody's defense like that in an offensive manner clearly indicates that you're part of this decision. Because he's asking about the decision, and he's giving him, he's laying out what the issues and what the problems, and it was, these people should be not literally under a firing squad at all. No, violence, stupid, but lined up against a wall, one at a time, pick, with questions. And go to each one, whatever one you want. That they deserve that, except for the sign language girl, which she's awesome. But for this guy to come out and just blatantly defend this guy, to either stop him from getting those questions or to keep him from saying something that might be revealing. Because the way he was throwing his question out there was to put him in a corner, make him feel a little guilty. I get it. Right? There's a little drama here that the journalist is spewing out. But that's a journalist, or supposedly a journalist. But that's somebody asking questions on behalf of the people. On the behalf of the community that were murdered. And for you to come out there, your big sully self, I don't know if he's Samoan or whatever he is, I don't know. But I'm going to find out. Let me tell you a little bit about this guy who's super defensive about people asking questions, which is very telling, in my opinion. Let me show you who this guy is, okay? That happens. Okay. So he's the mayor, right? There he is. And the people that appointed him, because he's moved through parties, but I'm seeing right now, because he was, and this is their website, right? This is the website. You go to, let me just scroll it down a little bit here so you can see it. Right, there's the Maui website. County of Maui, Hawaii. I don't know why they would call it counties. They're fucking islands. Doesn't make any sense to me. Alright, but anyway. So he's the mayor. And he's defending this guy, or stepping in front, or shielding him for some reason. Right? And it's telling here, because what this man is he's been in law. He was a judge. He was a prosecuting attorney. The guy's got a fucking history. It's impressive. It's impressive. But he's been a part of that system for a long time, right? He's been a part of that system for a long time. Like, let me see, Bison. But he was nominated. Let me see if there's not much on him. Born, he's a couple of years older than I am. As an American politician, retired jurist, and mayor of Hawaii County. Yes, he was in the judicial system. Bison was nominated governor by Linda Engel to serve as a judge for the second judiciary single. Linda Engel, believe it or not, she was a Republican back in that time. And then in 2005, Bosch was nominated by, okay, there it is, the judge. And he was renominated for his judgeship by Governor David Ig in 2015. And Ig is a Democrat. So I think he's had a really decent, reputable, David Ig right here is a Democrat. I don't see any connections that I can see. I haven't really dug that deep, honestly, for this guy in regards to the man in the red shirt, Richard. I don't see anything connected to Davos or World Economic Forum, because I think when you're at that position, you're not going to bet that. Because I think but absolutely Josh Green is, right? So Josh Green is a full-on smart city advocate. So it's all in line, and he's taking orders from these guys. But I think he's been compromised. I bet you he's a decent, great guy, and I think he was just, or maybe he was just defending his buddy, right? Hey, bro, don't fucking fuck with my brother. I get it, right? But for you to do it when it's not your turn and then you gotta hear what he says. You want to come? It's like, bro, it's not a good time to put your chest out like that right now. You got to see what he does, what he says.
A lot of people.
Well, you're talking and you're not letting him talk. If you want to talk, come up here.
I'm ready for the answer.
Then wait.
Oh, wow, look at that. Putting his chest out.
His answer.
Sorry, there's a lot of people.
Well, you're talking and you're not letting him talk. If you want to talk, come up here.
I'm ready for the answer.
Then wait.
The sirens, as I had mentioned earlier.
His answer.
Sorry, there's a lot of people.
Well, you're talking and you're not letting him talk. If you want to talk, come up here.
I'm ready for the answer.
Then wait.
The sirens, as I had mentioned earlier.
Yeah, that's bullshit. What the fuck is that? You know what that is? Now he's all, I put him in his place. Man, that's wrong, bro. Look, I understand where you come from, what you've done. It accolades to you for being so successful throughout your life and your career, but right there, that was a mistake. That was a career-ending mistake. To shut down somebody who's trying to get answers for people dying. Hundreds, maybe close to 1,000 it could end up being, or more. For land, and because of one person, this one person possibly could have saved that city or that town. But I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot going on here to show that there was. Let me just get into this right here. And look, bro, all I'm saying to you, Richard, Mr. Bissen, Judge Bissen, Mayor Bissen, that wasn't the time. That wasn't the time. Translator probably saying, director at Festival says, shut up, just shut up. What the fuck are you doing? Yeah, that's not a good time, man. That was just, and I get it. This is very, apropos, in a sense, for local men. They're very protective, right? They're very protective. That's his boy, right? I get it, but he fucked up, or you fucked up. Like I said, this is a little telling. If they want to fire question after question to you guys, like I said, they have more than ever right to. Everybody does. But what happened on the 7th of August and partially on the 8th of August, mostly on the 7th, right, is a travesty that could have been completely avoided. Not completely, but it could, but if the water was turned off, and if the siren didn't go off, which is, by the way, that siren just isn't for tsunamis, it's on the website. This guy's lying. This lady here, on the website, it says you can use the siren for any emergency situation. And on here, they're saying that it's for the website.
Wildfire is listed as a purpose for them on the official state website.
So the question is around siren use, clarification on that, noting that wildfire use for sirens is stated on the website. Mahalo.
And she just runs out of there every fucking time.
Last week, as wildfire is listed as a purpose for them on the official state website.
So the question is around siren use, clarification on that, noting that wildfire use for sirens is stated.
Look at these two fuckers. They know each other really good. And here's an interesting take, because I think I may have gotten it. Let me see if I got this. This is really good. I'm trying to make this short, just so you know. But in here, it's not just for fires. It clearly states on the website. And then you go to the website, it says for any emergency. Wait, not just for tsunamis. It says especially fires. So I don't fucking know what the hell these fucking people were talking about. Right? I don't know what the fuck these people are fucking talking about. There's me, I'm fucking calling this motherfucker out. Oh, that's annoying. Just Richard T. Bissen, Jr., bro. Junior. That's probably what his dad called him. Hey, Junior, come here, Junior. You should resign. What happened is, it's under your watch. You're the mayor. You're the mayor of that island. Right? You're the mayor. It's all that blood is on your hands, brother. It's totally on your hands. And if you think that's not the case, that's the case. The neglect, right? Neglect. That is absolute and total neglect. Let's see if I can get. Oh, here we go. This is kind of an interesting take right here. Where is it? I gotta organize this, for fuck's sake. Oh, and by the way, that guy resigned.
The head of the Maui Emergency Management Agency, Herman Andaya, has resigned. Maui's mayor accepted his resignation today. Andaya has been under scrutiny for not activating disaster sirens during last week's wildfire response. He cites health concerns for leaving. Herman Andaya, has resigned. Maui's mayor accepted his resignation today. Andaya has been under scrutiny for not activating management agency. Herman Andaya, has resigned. Maui's mayor accepted his resignation.
They all look crib. It's like I'm sensing criminal. I really don't believe Bissen is a criminal. I just think he's just being led in the wrong direction. I don't really think a lot of these, I just think they just believe that this World Economic Forum, Great Reset, New World Order thing is the way to go, and they feel like they're going to profit from it. They have no idea just how expendable they are. Because when this guy in Daya, however his name, what is his name? Doesn't fucking put it in the notes, for God's sakes. Herman and Daya. That's his name. And Daya. Herman and Daya. They're not going to, nobody's going to save you. Right? Nobody's going to send you a gift package for fucking making a stupid decision. Right? Nobody.
And Daya, has resigned. Maui's mayor accepted his resignation today, and
Yeah, that's just really sad. And then we're hearing about, oh, here, let's see what this guy says.
Tragedy that hits one of us is felt by all of us. These past few days, the resolve of our families, businesses, and visitors have been tested like never before in our lifetime. With lives lost and properties decimated, we are grieving with each other during this inconsolable time. We are truly grateful for our first responders and emergency personnel whose own families and friends have been affected by the Lahaina and upcountry fires. Our Emergency Operations Center has been fully activated.
No, it
And we are
hasn't.
fortunate to be able to work together with our federal, state, county, and business upcountry fires. Our Emergency Operations Center has been fully activated.
No, it wasn't.
And we are fortunate to be able. Our Emergency Operations Center has been fully activated.
It wasn't. That's the problem. That's your responsibility. Man, talk about a great career gone to shit. Fuck. Seems like a decent guy. I think this whole thing can just fuck up a person's head. And he doesn't realize it, but he's standing on the wrong side. I wish I could talk to him. I'm just going to say, bro, you're on the wrong side of this. Just get off. Don't go along with Josh Green. You know, I'm not talking about Republican or Democrat. I'm talking about the World Economic Forum. I'm talking about the smart city or smart island. And the fucking Mark Zuckerberg is fucking stealing all the land.
No living being
Right?
should.
This motherfucker is a...
Ruthless Maui land grab. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. In today's video, we're taking a very close look at Mark Zuckerberg's questionable behavior in Hawaii that makes locals there want him to leave the islands for good. Be sure to watch this entire video, as I promise, you're going to see things that mainstream media absolutely does not want you to see. Let's go. There is a 12-mile media ban in Maui. No journalists allowed. This again infringes on First Amendment rights.
Do you believe that? I mean, we know, and then Zuckerberg's doing a land grab. BlackRock's doing a land grab. What? I mean, come on. Is it about the money, Bissen? Is it about, because it's not going to last. Holy shit. It's not going to last, my friend. It's getting worse. Right? And this is done.
I'm on the island of Kauai, an idyllic destination for honeymooners, Hollywood blockbusters, and now Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg's own private sanctuary.
But there's a dark side to this paradise that Zuckerberg has brought to light. A century-long battle over land that began when American plantation owners overthrew the Hawaiian kingdom.
So now a billionaire comes in with his money, doing it by force, removing people out of their land.
We see these sort of things going on every day where what little land that was...
Yeah, this piece of shit Zuckerberg, this is 6 years ago. And Elon Musk won't fight him. And he's bought everybody. Adesante and Alexander. And he's just, people are
Their
fucking
reasoning is that...
You gotta hear this guy, though. You gotta hear this guy. This is the local. Right? And then I'm gonna wrap it up, I think, here pretty soon. Listen, bro, you got... Fix what you can, but try to get on the... How am I going to say this? I understand where you are, but you need, if you have anything exposing the criminal activity that everybody is obviously finding and sifting through. Richard, Berta, Junior, get on the better side instead of with the global the Pedo-Predator Class. That's who these fucking people are. Not you. I'm talking about the people that are controlling everybody, like the Josh Greens, the David Higgs, the Joe Bidens, right? The Gavin Newsoms, the Trudeaus. They're sick fuckers. You want to be on the other side. If there's something happening here that you know of, or you found out about, or you were able to put together, you could be the fucking hero here. Expose it. Then that whole island will protect you. That whole island will protect you. I'll protect you. But if you have information, you could, it's not about being the hero. It's about doing what's best for the people. Because the Pedo-Predator Class, a.k.a. World Economic Forum and their associates, these people don't give a fuck about anybody. Right? And if this is a giant, massive land grab, right, and you were privy to it or you knew of it, just come out. Just tell us what's going on. Somebody will. Well, there are people that are doing it now. Right? All these FBI agents that are whistleblowers. These are reputable FBI agents that are coming out, putting their careers on the line, and indicating the corruption from this administration. And there's been corruption on both sides for fucking who knows how long. But in this particular situation, this is part of their plan. Right? If you need more information about it, go to stopthewef.org. There's, it's pretty much there. Pretty much everything is fucking there. But I'm just saying, Richard, if you could just do the best thing. Do the right thing. Do the honorable thing. Do the honorable thing. For the 99.9%. Not the 0.1%. Not the 0.001%. Okay? The 99.9% of the people out there that are working, doing the things they need to do, trying to raise families, raising football players and basketball players and baseball players and volleyball players and surfers and, those are, the Pedo-Predator Class wants to get rid of all those people. You're not on their, you are not, whether you think or not, you are not going to be on that chariot or that escape pod or that Ark ship like the movie 2012. You're not in there. They don't care about you. Most of these people, Josh Green is a fucking pawn. Okay, Gavin Newsom is a serious pawn. A lot of the blue states have pawns, and so do a few red states, believe it or not. Egg was a major pawn. Shutting down Hawaii the way he did was terrible. He destroyed the lives of many people. Right? Wait until you hear what's going to come out about the fucking Kool-Aid that everybody took in their arms a few times. That's coming out now. It's bad. Very bad, Richard. Very bad. I'm just telling you. All right, let's watch this one real quick. Wait here. Gosh, this guy is so annoying. Free book. All right, I'll just get your book, for God's sakes. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, it was this guy right here. Sorry. That was freight trains in Hawaii, by the way. Like I said, I've been to Hawaii. I've been to Maui. I lived in Hawaii for a long time. Maui 3 times, Lahaina twice, and I hung on the banyan tree. That banyan tree, I hope they can save that banyan tree, man. Let's show this guy real quick.
their reasoning is that they would have put on the sirens and then people would move up into the fire. Okay, I call bullshit, because we're not stupid. All right, if we would have been warned at 2 in the afternoon, we could have saved everything out of that fucking apartment instead of just ourselves. All right, and there wouldn't be all the death and the people jumping into the fucking ocean on fire. All right, and the death toll is fucking bullshit. What is it, up to 110? I have friends who they saw more than 300 people in the fucking water. Okay, so they're not counting the bodies that sunk. All right.
Rebel News went out there. I'm glad they went out there, because they got some really good information. You guys should pay attention to them. I would subscribe to them for sure. Now this is the day of.
Well, this is not an ordinary day, Lahaina. Really bad day, Lahaina. We have incredible wind, and now fire, and now right on the edge of the smoke. Let's go see what Lahaina looks like. Got power lines here, am I right?
Now, what do you don't hear? Richard Bissen, what do you don't hear? What is it? What do you don't hear? People are walking around like this is under control. It's just a fire, like a cane fire, cane fuel fire, like we used to have in Kauai. All the time, we used to have them. They were controlled burns. So many people maybe thought this was a controlled burn. Fucking A, man. Look at Maui, man, there, bro.
I'm in the Hawaiian island of Oahu. Where tourism and the real estate market are booming. But what does that mean for the native population of these islands? And what does that have to do with colonialism?
We've reached this really boiling point where we cannot survive at home anymore.
It's like we're being pushed out of Hawaii, and as a native Hawaiian, I'm very sad for our people. Every day, I think about that.
We realize that America isn't all it's cracked up to be, that they've taken more than they've given to us.
I came here because I often hear people say Puerto Rico is on its way to becoming the next Hawaii. Is that a good thing? I asked native Hawaiians.
Welcome to Hawaii.
Yeah, so are you a part of that, Richard? Richard Bissen? Whatever, Junior? Because this is what's happening now. They want to take over the land. Yeah, globalist howlies. Howlies means foreigner. Just letting you know. Yeah. Thank you, Eric. I'm going to be getting off pretty soon, but thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Anyway, I just wanted to show this one thing. Where did I? Yeah, that happened. Yeah, all the fucking towns. Right? This is really interesting. Is they just somehow missed all the freaking billionaire mansions. Not odd, right? This is really good right here.
We speak often. He and Joe Biden extend their absolute love and heartfelt regrets about the tragedy that's occurred. They're heartsick that we've lost these 101 souls. They will come to be with us. If President Biden could just teleport himself over, he would have come here in 5 seconds.
Sure.
I've never seen such dedication in a president who within 6 hours dedicated his time to determine that this was an emergency and to commit full repair, full reconstruction for our people here in Hawaii. So President Biden and I will work out a time for him to come When the
He
tough
hasn't done
work is
anything.
done, when the heartbreaking work is done on the ground, finding those we've lost. He was so sensitive.
And that was Hawaii's governor there.
What?
I spoke with the president this morning. We speak often. He and Joe Biden extend their absolute love and heartfelt regrets about the tragedy that's occurred. They're heartsick that we've lost. I spoke with the president this morning. We speak often. He and Joe Biden extend.
That's not a good sign.
I spoke with the president this morning. We speak often.
Right?
He
hasn't done shit. He's not even there. He's going to go there Monday. I told everybody to make sure they got fucking some rotten fucking eggs and just start heaving them. They should have been heaved at this guy. This piece of shit. Yeah, just a piece of fucking shit. Meanwhile, right, just to let you guys know.
All right, this is a map of the United States currently. It was just updated 5 minutes and 39 seconds ago.
That was
all right?
yesterday.
This is a...
What these people need to fucking do, when you put something on TikTok or you're doing a quick live, for fuck's sakes, put the date in there or say the date. If it's just a picture, provide the link or put the link. It just fucking drives me crazy. But this is true because I looked at it. You can go to this and find this. I should have probably done that, but I just thought I'd show you this. Anyway, here we go. No, seriously, TikTokers. Put a fucking date and a location and a link. You dumb, fucking dumb.
Map of all of the fires that are raging in the United States right now. Smoke and fire, okay? In the bottom right corner, it says there's 1,488 active fires. Everything is on fire, guys. They're burning us out.
Yeah.
It's go time. Okay? It's go time, motherfuckers. There's no time for sheep. No time at all. Don't try to convince them. They'll never understand. They're just like Agent Smiths in the Matrix now. They're just going to slow you down and hold you back. Forget them. Grab your shit. Get your gear. It's go time.
I don't know what she's talking about there. I don't understand what she's talking about. I don't understand. It's go time.
All right. This is a map of the United States currently. It was just updated 5 minutes and 39 seconds ago. All right. This is a map of all of the fires that are raging in the United States right now. Smoke and fire. Okay. In the bottom right corner, it says there's 1,488 active fires.
It does.
Everything is on fire, guys. They're burning us out. It's go time.
Okay. I think I know what she's alluding to, and all right, I'm going to say it. If you're waiting for Trump to save you, it could be too late. That's all I'm saying. If you're waiting for Trump to save you, it could very well be way too late. And that could just be a psyop. That's just me throwing out my perspective. If you disagree, please let me know. Put in the content. Lazy government branch swingers. Yes, they are. What the fuck? Yeah, there's fires everywhere. This is, when you have the ability, right? When you have the technology and the ability to do things like this, and I'm going to show you in a second.
Game.
When you have this kind of ability and this kind of technology, I'm just telling you, it's fucking. There you go.
Lockheed Martin produces systems that do everything from detect the threats to identify the threats, determine whether it's a threat to the aircraft, and then employs the appropriate weapon, in this case, a laser weapon system.
What we're hearing from our customers is that they need a layered, multi-domain defensive approach that can be integrated across platforms to neutralize these threats across all those domains.
Wait, who are your customers? Who are your customers? Is it Klaus Schwab? I'll put money on it. Somebody who hangs out with Klaus Schwab. This was 3 years ago.
Imagine an aircraft equipped with a laser system.
This was 3 years ago. This technology's been around for fucking ever. If you guys remember Star Wars back in the 90s, I think they were talking about that. But this stuff has been totally and completely updated. This stuff actually exists. Now, from an aircraft from the sky instead of space, absolutely it can happen. Absolutely it can happen. I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just saying absolutely that can definitely, without a doubt, unequivocally, could definitely happen. Okay?
System with the capability to be able to neutralize a threat at the speed of a lightning strike, the precision of a surgical scalpel, with the magazine to deal with a swarm, and with the scalable effect to be able to address that threat, providing an effect all the way the one end from simply deterring it for a short period of time, all the way up to completely neutralizing and defeating that threat.
Neutralizing means destroying, blowing up, or causing it to incinerate, or causing an incineration. This is not a joke.
We were able to integrate our laser weapon system, Athena, into the classified C2 network and receive cues from...
That was a flying 1,500 mile an hour, 2,000 mile an hour rocket being taken out by a laser. Nah, we can't point one down on the ground. That moves too slow.
From the radar on the range in order to execute the full kill chain.
The Helios laser weapon system builds on 40 years of combat system engineering and radar excellence. That is a fundamental...
40 years! 40 years. 40 fucking years. What the fuck? I need to turn TV off. Look. Pinpoint action.
Change for laser weapon systems, which here...
You know, no matter what, I mean, look, I could go through this. This is only 3 minutes long, but my point is that if you were going to try to do a land grab, create a smart city, blame it on some schmo that doesn't know how to hit a switch on the siren button, and, you know, this is a good way to start things. There's other ways, of course. You send, I think Snork mentioned, somebody mentioned, all you got to do is get like 20 people, pay them $1 bazillion to go flick some, you know, you can't, by the way, in Hawaii, a cigarette won't start a fire. I don't care what you're saying. That Hawaii is very, very humid. And it doesn't last long anyway. Those control hurricane sugarcane burns that we used to have when we were younger, those started with I think it was gas, and it was kerosene, I think, and they would just drape it and then they would burn them, and then, but it was very slow. It wouldn't move very fast. You know, if the right wind, you probably could. I don't like how I heard of a worse one today. We'll send for you to research. You just want to tell me? Because I'm talking about it. You want to just maybe give me just a slight clue? Just give me a little clue. Just give me a little clue. Maybe something like a little smidget, and then I'll look it up. Or you can tweet me. Tweet me. If you can, tweet it. And I'll wait for it. Oh shit, did you already do it? No. Okay. Okay. No. Tulsi Gabbard and Kai Lenny did a great job going out there and talking to the locals. Yeah, they were fucking amazing. Anyway, did you give me something? What you got? Okay, you don't have it. Are you gonna send it to me? Or... Is it a TMI thing? Anyway, okay, so all I'm saying is, Richard, you seem like a decent man. I hope that you're not part of the Pedo-Predator Class. I pray that you do what's necessary for the people and expose as much as you can if you know that there's something more nefarious happening in the background. You don't want to be on that other side. It's being exposed. They're finding out. You don't want to be there, man. That's all I'm saying to you. You don't want to be there. Because the handcuffs are coming out. Biden's going down. Everybody's going. It's getting really serious. You know, if you believe that J6 wasn't orchestrated, then you're on the wrong side already. You know, look up Building 7 of 9/11. Anyway, I pray for you, brother. I pray for everybody out there that's going through this destruction of our country, the destruction of our Ohana, our family, our Aina, everything. There's just, your cities are fucking just terrible. They're fucking literally just trying to destroy and kill as many people as they can. That's agenda number one. Agenda number two is, after it's all, the dust settles, they're going to fucking mass socially control you. And then they'll have control of our money. Agenda number three. Central bank digital currency. And then you go in the wrong direction, dink, your fucking money gets dinked. It's all in stopthewf.org. Stopthewf.org. DIYLiberty.org. You have it? You heard a worse one? Okay, whatever. There's all kinds of theories. There's all kinds of theories out there on how this did. The problem is, it really seems like they didn't do anything about it, and they were told not to. That's what I'm going to say. It really appears, and all the fucking dots and the lines and everything connects to one central, absolute, obvious theory, is that this was intentionally done. Kind of like January 6th. Kind of like 2020 election. Kind of like Fluvid-19. Kind of like 9/11. Kind of like the Vietnam War. Kind of like Pearl Harbor. Kind of like Tequila Mockingbird. Kind of like fucking just dozens of fucking things. Just dozens of, I mean, it's just, the list just keeps piling up. And a lot of those things that were conspiracy theorists or conspiracies became true. And everything nowadays is, most conspiracies that are out there have become spoiler alerts. The people that are doing the research, like me, I don't get paid to do this. You get paid to stand up there. You earned it. You did a lot of shit. I get it. But I do this because I give a fuck. Because I care. I don't have to. I got a full-time job. Okay? I got a full-time job. I don't need to do this. I can do other things, which I should probably be working out more. That's for damn sure. But the point I'm making is that I want to actually help my kids, their kids, the community, everybody. I want people to unite and come together against this diabolical, heinous, and insidious group of fucking Pedo-Predator Class asswipes, aka the World Economic Forum and their associates, ETAL. You know what that means. And get this fucking, stop this shit. Stop this craziness. All of it. And just, I miss the 80s. The 90s were the bomb. The fucking late 70s were so fucking just pure. I mean, we had our problems and shit like that. Everybody did. But it was different. Now this is nuts. This is complete, and this is lunacy times 1,000. And it's getting out of control. Did you get that? They're semen demons. Yeah, they are. Sorry, it took a second to start up Twitter. Oh, let me see if you sent it. Let me see. No, that's okay. Let's see. Might have the grass is not native to Hawaii and may have been ornamental to a well-connected helped when a big Biden becomes press. Also, most specific islands becomes inhabited after lots of palm trees. Might have been the Wealthy women's grass. Okay. Well, Wealthy women's grass. So it's a grass that doesn't usually grow there. Still, it's just, I get you. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. I appreciate you sending me that though, Snark. Thank you very much, sir. All right, everybody. Aloha. I'll see you guys. I gotta work tonight, but anyway, I'll be on Monday, Tuesday, and next Thursday, and then I'll bite through in a little something every once in a while. Share my content. Tell everybody that there's still somebody out there fighting for free. Right? Actually, I got a big donation from a buddy the other day. I was just really stoked. But if you can't afford it, don't send me anything. There's a lot of other things. I mean, we got gas, and it's like, gas has gone up in the past 3 or 4 months by like 60, 70 cents. How the fuck does that happen? Bidenomics. Aloha. Thank you guys for being here. Aloha, aloha, aloha.